So, fair warning, this is one of those spiritual videos. I like to just put that out there because some people are like, oh my God, you spiritual people are such doom and gloom. Honey, ain't no more doom and gloom than the truth. But here's the thing, I would think that you would want to have information where you can utilize the truth, not as a level of panic, but as a strategy in preparedness. So, with that being said, and knowing that I have receipts, social proof, honey, from when Spirit tried to warn us. The most prominent have been the video I made, the water video with like Olokun, and I was talking about the floods that ended up happening in North Carolina. And I believe that's pinned to this page. And then also the Super Bowl video that I did talking about the ancestral warfare in the spirit realm and how this administration is going to use certain tactics which have not been implemented yet. You all have not seen what is to come. And I'm not saying that to put fear in you, but this is what you need to realize. You need to stop playing games with who you are. And because I know I attract a lot of spiritual people, because I know I attract people that have spiritual gifts, because I know people have allowed their gifts to lie dormant in them, or they have been shunned because of their gifts and they push their gifts aside, I am primarily speaking to you in this video. I think that wherever we look internationally, outside of European or European adjacent practices in spirituality and or religion, we will often find people are deeply connected to their calling, to their destiny, and they have an identity that is in close association with that calling, right? And so it always is mind-boggling for me when I see that the closest to spirituality we will ever get in this country is that of skewed interpretation by way of comic books, cartoons, and other cultures, and the appropriation that we hold in mimicking their spirituality. And then we say, well, we have found a sense of ourselves. And with that being said, I think that you need to just go ahead and live in the delusion of spirituality so that you can tap into your calling. What I know for certain, especially as we have just hit Leo season, we have just hit this Leo new moon, which I want to tell you has my entire week. I had to do something. I had to disconnect from someone. I had to end several connections that were meaningful to me because there is just no way that spirit is going to allow those relationships that I deem to be meaningful to go with me onto the next level of whatever is next for me. And I'm saying that to share that maybe you are having that same experience, right? And you may have had to have disconnections with your family, disconnections with a lover, disconnections with a school of belief that formally shaped your philosophy and shaped the way you create lifestyles and lifestyle changes and behaviors, right? But this is what I feel Spirit saying is that you need to just tap into, if it's going to assist you, into the delusion that you are more than just your human identity in this flesh. That if you need to say, hey, I am this divine particle that has these magical powers, and with my magical powers I can do this, then you need to go ahead and do that. If you need to say, oh my God, I am like a Marvel character, I was pushed aside and was the black sheep my entire life, but really in the mysteries of who I am, I have all these telekinetic powers and intuitive gifts, they are real, then you need to go ahead and do that. Whatever is going to make you comfortable with unfolding who you are. And I've been saying this for over a year. Now is the time that it's going to happen. And because you did not allow it to happen out of your own free will, now Spirit is going to drag the blossoming out of you. Spirit is going to drag the opening out of you. And it's going to come from a place triggered by pain because you have created soul ties that have shaped a ulterior motive to your destiny. You have shaped a soul tie or you have connected with a soul tie when it comes to you as a person, you as a spirit, you as a being, you as a gender, and you have made that your identity, and spirit is saying, not so far, not so fast. You ain't going further than this because you have escaped. You have escaped your purpose for being here. So, what's happening now? I spoke on another video about ascension symptoms, and you're going to find that a lot of you are having dreams. And I won't discuss my dreams because they are just too out of this world, honey. But you are having dreams that are causing you to astral project, where you are leaving your body, and you are having dreams where you may be interacting with different life forms or life forms that you knew of, and it might be causing you to be more hungry. You might find yourself waking up with different marks on your body or in an altered state when you wake up. You might find yourself just detaching from people and just not wanting to speak. It's like this default mechanism of meditation and silence so that you can reconnect with spirit. Spirit is getting your attention because you have something to do, and for the quiet ones, and for those that were the black sheep, you have something to say. So I'm telling you now, the remaining portion of this year after the month of August, and today is July 23rd, 2025, Wednesday. Um, it's the warfare is going to look differently than just blood, okay? And I'm not going to dismiss that. What I am going to say is do not settle into the fear of what looks like the only present reality. Some of you have gifts and have callings, as the Bible would say, that are without repentance, meaning you can't apologize for it, you can't give it back. It is a set timer on the inside of you because the heavens are telling, the celestial realm, the ethereal realm is now calling for the people that have been put to silence so that you can ring the alarm. And from there, we will see what will happen when we begin to make contact. Now, I know it sounds loony and I know it sounds crazy, and maybe I sound crazy, and I am definitely 100% okay with that. I do want you to know, I do want you to know that life as we know it is shifting. The veil, as they call it, the unseen realm, the invisible realm, is trying to make contact with those of you that have this calling to partner with you in order to accomplish what needs to be done. Everybody wants to talk about love is going to win. Well, let's see. And lastly, don't deny your children the right to their creativity. Do not deny children the right to speak what's on their mind and what is in their dream state and dream spaces. This is the time where we will see that a child will lead them. It is the purity and the innocence of their light that is untamed and uncontaminated and well protected that is going to be a guiding source. Protect their ears, protect their eyes, protect your living space. Do your research on what you need to do. If I can help you in any way, then I will. If I cannot, then I will lead you in the direction, if I can, to people that can assist you. There are people out here who are already going through what you are going through. We've already had this awakening, and you think you're crazy. We don't. This is real life, baby.